during a hearing designed to examine the foreclosure crisis here in Ohio.
Well, the big question tonight is Washington doing enough to help? I-Team reporter Bill Sheil has the story.
This is a wake-up call, and consider it a friendly wake-up call.
That was the blunt message delivered at a Capitol Hill hearing on Thursday, a hearing on the foreclosure crisis where the House Subcommittee on Domestic Policy watched part of a Fox 8 I-Team investigation. In our report, we showed pictures of New Orleans a few years after Hurricane Katrina next to images of Cleveland and asked, in many places, could you even tell the two cities apart? Cuyahoga County Treasurer Jim Rokaka says the housing crisis has been devastating to all of Ohio.
How can a state at the epicenter of this crisis for so long be ignored once again? How is that possible?
Ohio officials, local and federal, are angry that when President Obama announced an extra $1.5 billion to help 5 troubled states with foreclosures, Ohio was not on the list.
We didn't have the big bump up like Arizona, and I'm sort of offended. California, all these Arizona, all these places that had hyperinflation, they get attention, and yet, the heartland again gets run over with a Mack truck.
On the hot seat was Phyllis Caldwell, the top Treasury official in charge of the Obama administration's foreclosure relief program. Congressman Kucinich says Ohioans are
demanding to know how you could possibly justify the exclusion of Ohio from any foreclosure initiative. And I ask for your answer now before this subcommittee.
We really understand that there are residents suffering in the state of Ohio and in Cleveland in particular.
Caldwell said the $1.5 billion is only part of the administration's efforts and that Ohio is on the radar screen. The committee's ranking Republican, also from Ohio, questioned whether the government's $75 billion foreclosure program is helping enough people to justify its price tag.
Yes or no, do you think by 2012, 2 years from today, you will have 3 to 4 million people in a permanent modification plan?
And it's really too soon to predict what will happen in 2012.
Part of our investigation showed the demolition of a home. Many people believe having fewer, better homes would help some neighborhoods. Congressman Kucinich said the image of the demolition made him think of all the people who've worked hard but lost their homes.
When I saw, Mr. Shields, your report, and I saw the claw of that steam shovel go into the house, I actually could feel that. I come from a neighborhood like that. I represent people in those neighborhoods. We all do.
The Ohio Congressional delegation hopes to meet with Treasury Secretary Geithner to discuss why the administration bypassed Ohio with the newest foreclosure money. To say there's a need in Cleveland would be an understatement. Treasurer Rokakis testified that half of the homes sold in Cuyahoga County last year were at sheriff's sales. On Capitol Hill, Bill Sheil, Fox 8 I-Team.
Okay, well, thank you, Bill.